Today, let us talk about one of the most controversial martial arts, a philosophical combat style that used to be one of the most popular of them all before its fall in the advent of mixed martial arts. I am talking, of course, of Aikido. We'll be diving into the history of Aikido, its strengths and weaknesses, and the people who try to make it work in today's martial arts scene. But first, let us discuss what is Aikido. To take a look at Aikido, we have to look at its inventor, Morihei Ueshiba. Ueshiba developed Aikido as a softer, more passive and philosophical martial art than all the other Japanese grappling arts and jujutsus. He himself is a badass in his own right, being one of the first to create a settlement in Hokkaido, a difficult thing to do knowing that he has to go up against the environment, the weather, bears, and also bandits. Soon his martial art grew in popularity in Japan, and Ueshiba himself was invited to teach Aikido in several military branches in the 30s. It had some mixed results in the military, being rejected by the Nagano Spy School for being ineffective, but finding success in the Imperial Japanese Army. Even today, Aikido is still being taught in various military and law enforcement in Japan. After World War II, in a time where Eastern martial arts were becoming known in the West, Aikido started to spread outside of Japan, finding popularity in the US and Europe. It soon became a household name in the martial arts community after Ueshiba passed away. Aikido became known for that martial art that consisted of wrist throws, rolling, and some unorthodox striking and submissions. What made it so popular is that it is a soft martial art, one that does not need tremendous body training to master, like boxing and wrestling. And virtually anyone from the fattest of dudes, old men, small women, to even a guy with one hand can be trained in Aikido. Its exotic oriental philosophy of being at peace with your mind was also something that drew people in, like yoga and Tai Chi. Then there's Steven Seagal making his cool moves in movies, and the rest is history. But as time flew by, several martial artists across the globe have criticized Aikido for being too soft and not being pressure tested against resisting opponents. This criticism further increased during the rise of mixed martial arts. And this is where Aikido got stuck, as it and several Bushido martial arts are continually being buried by more practical and efficient combat styles. Throughout the years, there have been many Aikidokas who have tried to salvage their beloved martial arts by fighting in tournaments and in the MMA scene to negative results. Like really negative results that buried Aikido further and cementing its place in the MMA scene as a Bushido. However, a handful of some Aikidokas did found success in using some aspect of Aikido in competitions. This is a list of those who were trained in Aikido or have succeeded in using Aikido in MMA. The first person on our list is Jason DeLucia, the famous mixed martial arts fighter from Pancrase and the UFC. Known for his cute looks and swift grappling skills, DeLucia made MMA history for performing the first rare naked choke finish in the UFC. DeLucia is trained in several martial arts such as animal-style kung fu, taekwondo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But he's most fond of Aikido in particular. He created his own style of Aikido, which he called Combat Aikido, that consisted of combining some Aikido techniques with Judo and BJJ. He was one of the first to pressure test his style of Aikido through sparring, and his style is considered by many to be the most practical and efficient. Second one on our list is Daniel the Wolfman Theodore, a stuntman and MMA fighter. While not having a stellar MMA career of 3 wins and 3 losses, he is a well-known instructor for many MMA gyms and athletes. Dan mostly combines his Aikido with wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and sambo to create one unique grappling style that is both effective on the ground and stand-up. But he's most famous in the internet, however, for being able to do an actual Aikido wrist throw in professional catch wrestling competition. Third one on our list is Jay the Prodigy Dodds, a young MMA practitioner and current fighter in Bellator. Dodds is trained by the late Rick Ellis, an MMA fighter with an Aikido background. Ellis not only taught Dodds the fundamentals of MMA fighting, but also in Aikido philosophy and approach to battle. Jay Dodds currently has a 6-1 record in his MMA career, he himself having a well-earned 6-winning streak. Dodds is primarily known for his use of the Aikido technique of Tai Sabaki, or redirecting or positioning your body when under attacked or grappled. The last one on our list is one of the greatest female fighters of all time. Besides Lucia, Riker, and Ronda Rousey, Kathy Long is a 5-time kickboxing champion and a legend in the martial arts community. Long trained in both Aikido and Kung Fu Sansu in her youth, before learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, and even Wing Chun in the coming years. While already having retired as a kickboxer with a very stellar record, Long is also a current MMA fighter competing against female fighters half her age, and she won them with hard work. In the 2 MMA fights that she had, Long used her Aikido move where one pushes her opponent away while keeping oneself stable. She's also very talented in rolling when on the ground, a skill that she learned in Aikido. So this is the overall list of a few Aikidokas who did well in competitions. Are their achievements enough to salvage Aikido from being constantly called Bushido? Well, yes and no. The internet can be harsh and stubborn at times. And we have to acknowledge that while these fighters trained in Aikido and have used some Aikido techniques, they only found success by discarding most of it, retaining only the most useful and adding it with other martial arts. But one thing that we saw in this video is the fact that some aspects of Aikido works. It is a decent accessory martial art like capoeira and Wing Chun hand trapping, which offers some that can be used effectively in a fight. Hopefully, we will see more of Aikido evolving and adapting, and better yet, see more awesome wrist throws done in the ring. Thanks for watching.